Hey fabulous doll people, I am going to do a Smoothies and Dollies. It was going to be daiquiris and dollies on Halloween. I really would like to do like a Halloween video every year because Halloween is a big deal for me. My favorite time of the year. I don't know that it would be like as good as like Mini Stitches where she actually reviewed Halloween themed dolls. But I like to do these coffees and dollies or whatever as a way to organize my thoughts. It's like me talking to you guys and trying to figure out what I'm doing. This one is kind of an overview of what I've got coming, plans I have for those things, and also I do have some questions. I will have a box opening next week. Sorry, it's my peach and fruit smoothie. It is so good. I've been using canned fruit for my smoothies and stuff because it's cheaper, but it doesn't get thick. So I've been buying the strawberries frozen, and then I like to mix the two together, and it's really good. It's like addictively good. I did apricot daiquiris, which I didn't love that, honestly. It was canned apricots, and then I put ice in, and I had to put strawberries in to give it that chunk. And the canned apricots don't have very much flavor, which surprised me because I think apricots do. But this is very good. This is my second one, actually. So, in LA right now is my full moon body. I want to say that company is Feuilles. It has like a French name, even though it's a Chinese company. But I don't know. I mean, I'll post it here. And that's going to be my Raggy Dolls. That's the sculpt name. I don't remember what the company is. I'll also post that. It's going to be her body. And I had found the cutest little outfit on eBay, which I'll post that there. And it was real close, but not quite. And so I had posted if people had her, how they were faring with getting her clothes. Because when I was looking for clothes for her, she is a weird, I mean, obviously it's a weird size. It's one of the curvy bodies. The curvy bodies are a whole new thing. They're real, there's a lot of them now. There's a lot. There was just a few in between. But curvy covers a lot. Like, it covers just a little bit of extra curve all the way to kind of chubby bodies. And I don't think clothing has caught up with it yet. So I had found this just adorable outfit on eBay, which was cheap. It was $26. But there's just no way it would fit. And it looked to me like the waist was like elastic. And so I was like, well, maybe it can be adjusted. So a lady reached out to me who does doll clothes. She wanted $100 to recreate it. And I have when I want something for an SD doll, I'm going to get it. Even if it's expensive. Even if it takes me a long time to get it, I want to get it. I don't do the same thing with the MSD dolls, though. The MSD dolls, if I feel like it's more money I want to spend, I don't feel like I need to get it, but it's an option down the road. I think I'm actually going to buy it and possibly see if it can be taken in. I am going to have this lady do some curtains for me also and see how that works out. I was a little nervous because I don't know who they are. They don't really have a website, and so it was, it's money you're spending. So I thought, well, I'll start with the curtains, see how she does with the curtains, and then maybe we'll try to recreate the outfit. I did find her an outfit, so she doesn't have to be naked. I feel so bad because my Hakimi has been naked. I think I got that body for my Hakimi last December, and that doll's been naked since then. It's been a year. So, I would like to get some clothes. I found a very stretchy pink dress. It's not anything fancy. I don't love it, but it will definitely fit the full moon body, and I think it will fit Hakimi's body too. Hakimi's body is not curvy anywhere except it has a gigantic bust, just a huge bust, and that's going to be its own problem. But I might get one, put it on her, see what it looks like. There was a couple outfits I liked, and some of them were close, and I thought they might stretch. And then one place I messaged, they had the shoo size, which is like, she's like a big MSD, and then regular MSD size, and she told me that I could mix and match. So if I wanted to get the top, Because the shoo top, despite the fact that that doll is a bigger doll, I think was actually smaller. And then, but the bottoms were bigger, because I'm telling you, it's those hips on that other doll. She's not particularly giant busted. Like, I got the big bust, so she has a decent sized bust, but she's not like giant busted like the Hikimi is. But the hips, man, the hips. And it's so funny because years ago, everybody used to complain that there was not enough clothes for minifees when minifees were first becoming popular. And now everything is minifee sized. But I have a bunch of minifee floating heads, so I'm eventually going to have a little army of minifees that need clothes. I was like, and I'm going to buy these couple of outfits I like. If they don't work, I'll have these pink backup dresses, which is really just a really stretchy, like, sheath dress. It's super simple. I'll put the picture here. And they were selling it with a purple dress that I didn't want, and so they did a listing with just the pink dress, and so I'm probably going to pick that up. Next Friday is payday, and I might pick it up then. So, you know, she'll be naked for like a minute. I named that doll Neko. Mori Dolls suggested it, and I was like, oh, of course. It's a perfect name. So she'll probably be naked for like a little bit, but not hopefully too long. I am getting close to paying off. I'm down to 3 payments on everything, except for my long BJD orders. So things that I'm waiting for is the BJD order, the BJDivas order that I did, that I paid off, I want to say in May, maybe June, May or June, something like, I think it was then. Sorry. And the bodies weren't ready. And I'll post little pictures of stuff. It was the wings. I got 2 different sizes of the moth wings with the kind of skeletal back. And I think La Luna Dolls made those. And then I got the little pumpkin-headed guy, I think from Dream.Valley. I want to say his name was Gru. I got that full set. What else did I get? I got the 2 bodies. There was a Doll Family H body, which I got for my long overdue to be finished Pyrotes project. I am worried it's going to be a little bit of a darker resin color than the head I wound up getting, but I'm not super worried. And then the other body was, I think it was Impel doll body. I don't know, I'll post it. I should have looked all this up before I started. But I've been thinking about doing it for days, and then today I was like, just go ahead and do it now. It's been very cold at night. We got all the heaters cranked up. We had a 14-hour power outage Thursday night into Friday morning. But it's just one of those, and I've just been cleaning like crazy, because I'll tell you, when winter comes in, I'm so stressed out about it, because the house is closed down. You know, you're basically shut in, and it's coming. So I've been cleaning like crazy, and so everybody's asleep. Bunny's mad at me because she's been a little bad today, and so she got kicked off the couch, and so everyone's snoring. It's quiet. I know, this is the perfect time. If you're gonna do it, do it. So I'm waiting for that. That's paid off. The Dream.Valley head that I got to be my new Pyrotes is also paid off. But that was a pre-order, I want to say, in July or August. And I heard their lead time, I think whenever I posted and asked on BJDivas, it was like 6 months. So I don't expect that anytime soon. Also paid off, I think the sculpt name is Ed. And I feel like it was Whoosh Doll. But also, you know, that's paid off. That was a pre-order. I meant to actually reach out to them, because I don't know that I even asked. I think she said February. Because she had said, I got that from Dollsphere. And whoever I was talking to had said that, because I wanted to get a body, but I wanted to I didn't want my payments to be really high. I just did PayPal paying for with it, and just paid for it. And then, you know, or did I might have done, I'm pretty sure it was PayPal paying for. And I wanted to get a body for the head. I didn't want it to come and be bodiless. And they had a couple of nice bodies that were decent prices, but I didn't want to have a ton of money going out for the whole thing. And they said that when the head was ready, they would let me know, and then I could go ahead and order the body, and they would send them together. So I have that one coming. I'm trying to kind of limit the crazy amount of floating heads I have right now, which is really almost a distinctly Fairyland thing, though now it's become a Chinese artist thing too, I guess. I don't know. And also it's a reflection of my money. Anytime you ever want to know how I'm doing financially, compare how many floating heads I have to complete dolls, because when I'm broke, I have an army of floating heads. And that's where we're at right now. I'm halfway through my Denver doll order, which was the Fairyland Raven Steampunk full set, which I got because I got the outfit, but I didn't really read the fine print, and it didn't come with any of the resin pieces, which is what I really, really wanted. And also, I'm doing a trade for the Raven default head, and she has a modded Layla vampire, which is normal skin. So I got everything in normal skin. I will probably, I'm trying to trade the outfit, which so far I've had 2 people interested. The one, I don't know if she changed her mind, because once she actually paid attention. She really read through the ad. She realized it did not come with the resin pieces. She had a Rendia, I think it was full set, that she was offering up, which wasn't really what I was hoping for. I was really hoping for something more gothy, like Luha or something like that, but I realized it would look really cute with my unicorn girl. And then, I don't know if she's interested without the resin pieces. I will also probably have the Day of the Dead head. The problem I have with Fairyland's Day of the Dead heads, because I love Day of the Dead heads. I love that my living room, you can't see it, but the art is, Dia de los Muertos is all over my house. And, but I hate the zombie nose that they do. Like, they do like that, like skeletal nose. I hate that. And because they had that vampire elf with the Day of the Dead, I was like, I have to have her. I was like freaking out. I was posting everywhere. And then everybody's like, oh, they're going to offer it separate. And I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care. And then it had that nose, and so I didn't get it. I just don't like that. I mean, I like that head so much that I was thinking, I wonder what it would cost to have the nose filled in, but that's just kind of crazy. Like, it's getting crazy. So anyway, that'll be a full set doll, but I am going to trade that outfit if anybody's interested in it. It will not have the resin pieces, but I paid $150 for mine with no resin pieces. So I don't know what the going rate is on it. But I would like to trade it because I do need some outfits, and there's some of the past mini fee full sets that I really liked that I were, before I was getting mini fees. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm trying to get my Pasha Pasha order that's been going on for 3 years rounded up. I thought I had paid it off, and so I was like, okay, I finally paid it off, maybe my last payment. And then I was going to reach out to them because I hadn't heard anything. And then I went and looked because I was doing the pay in 12. And I had made my last pay in 12 payment. And there was still some left on the invoice. So I reached out to them just this week to see if it would even be okay for me to pick it up. Like, I don't know. Because, I mean, they may be like, oh, she made that last pay in 12 payment. Or pay in 12 payment. And then what? We haven't heard nothing from her. I don't know. Hopefully that I can work that out. Everything is now at this point down to 3 payments. Everything. So there's that. There's my Gloom Doll is. I paid last payment a little bit more because I really want to get that paid off. I know those dolls are going out to people, and I really want to get mine. And I think she's going to be paid off in February. Because I had the 12 month. And my payments were $67 a month, but I paid a little bit extra this time, and I kind of want to pay. I think it would be February, November, December, January. I think I only had 4 more payments instead of 3, like everything else. But I'd like to get that one right away. So that's where we come into a thing here. So I have a spot with Ursi Sarna, and it came up in like July, and I wanted to do the outfit for the Pyrotess on the Doll Family H body, but I didn't have it. So she said, well, she would really need for me to have it because she has never done clothing for that before. So I said, well, I said, I don't know when it's going to come. So she said, well, let's do this. She's going to put you back down to the bottom of the list. She goes, and when I work back around you, you should probably have it by then. And I said, that's great. That's fantastic for me. And now I'm worried that I'm not going to have it by then because months have still gone by. So I was like, I was already going to have her do my Yummy Sweet Dolls Draculara outfit if the other doll hadn't got here. And then I was like, you could have her do something for your Gloom Doll because she has done, I think, a couple outfits for Gloom Doll. So I was like, I know she probably has the mannequin and the body. But I've really been trying to use what I have. And originally, I had wanted to get a new Pasha doll like every 2 years. Because there was a couple of sculpts I really wanted. But she's not doing the originals anymore. And I am not getting into any more MSD size stuff. I have a lot of MSDs now. So I was like, if she doesn't have the originals, I'm not going to get anything else. And, but I have these two beautiful, beautiful, beautiful outfits from Phantom Doll Creations. And I had got them for the Pasha I have on my way, and then for the second Pasha that I wanted to get. So, sorry. That's so good. I'm like, I don't gotta drink it now, but it's really good. If anybody has their Gloom Doll, and of course it's kind of a weird question because if you don't have a Pasha, but you have a Gloom Doll, I'm wondering if they're close in size. So I think Pasha's original is 53 centimeters, and I think the Gloom Doll is 51 and a half or something. Okay, sweetie? You got a buddy? Sorry, buddies. She's asleep in her crate, but she woke up and made a weird noise. Bunny gets phlegm a lot more than my other Frenchies never did that, but anyhow. But I think they're kind of close. And so I'm going to show you these beautiful, beautiful dresses. Phantom Doll Creations is one of my favorite seamstresses. I don't know if you can reach out and get clothes from her all the time. Typically what I had done with these is she had always told me if she posts any pictures of clothes, they're for sale. Which isn't 100% true because it was an outfit she posted I really, really liked. And it was actually one she had made for her doll. But it's close to being true, I think. I don't always get a hold of her, though. She posts on Instagram and Facebook. And one of them, she says she doesn't get her messages as good. Honestly, I think what she told me was I should email her when I want something. But I'm not really sure where her email address is. It's somewhere. Anyway. So because I was thinking with that doll, I just looked it up. I can't remember the sculpt name now. I was just looking at it because I was trying to, I think it's Extinguish of Starlight is the sculpt I got for Gloom Doll. And I had planned to make her a vampire. I was like, whoever did her face up, I was going to have them put in vampire fangs. But then, it seemed like a lot. Especially since I'm so far behind on face ups. I'm like, don't make all your face ups super expensive and difficult. So I was like, why don't you just make her a demon? And I just feel like she's going to go. I feel like her and Chimera Doll are going to fit in pretty good with my Pashas. I don't know. It's hard to say because I only have the Pasha, so... But I have these outfits, so. So this one was going to be kind of my witchy outfit. I was actually thinking of even getting a witch hat for it. Look at this. So beautiful. Her clothes are so beautiful. They're pretty adjustable too. So it has this in the back. So I don't feel like it could work for different sizes, and I got the biggest bust that Gloom Doll has, so that's gonna fill out, so I think it might fit. I don't know, we'll see. And it's got the little voodoo doll on it. So I mean, I could just keep her as is and get her kind of a witch's hat. I had kind of a Marie Laveau thought for this dress, and I was thinking I would put this one on her. And I do have an unpainted pair of horns that I was like, that I've had for a really long time. This poor little doll's foot came off. I don't know if it arrived in me like that or if it has broken off since I have owned it, but I noticed it pretty early on. So I have these, which I'm pretty sure are Leeke World horns. They're not painted, and they're pretty cool. And I was thinking, these might look real neat with it. Even if I did the witch's hat, because I actually have a really cool screensaver on my computer, because I'm in Aries, of well, not a doll, but a person with the horns like this, and then the witch's hat, which they have tied around. It's really cute, and I was actually thinking I could probably go kind of that direction. The only problem is, like, these are super cool and painted, like, especially if I got like shifting paint or something, they'd be awesome. But and these are definitely for the other outfit for the Pasha. But I was thinking, I could always do another set close to that, and that's these amazing horns that I got from Amanda Sue BJD. And of course, Amanda Sue BJD horns, which are my favorite. It's not a secret. Nobody's surprised to hear this. I mean, I love, it's the little jewels that just do it for me with these. I mean, look at these beautiful little horns. And I feel like I actually have another pair that are even smaller than these that I might have got for this dress. I gotta look. I went through and looked just for this video. And, thought I had them, but maybe not. Now I think about it, I might have bought another pair for this dress that were a little bit darker. So I'm hoping this fits her. I was going to do something kind of more like some of the dresses that Gloom Doll has done, because they're really cool. They're kind of cyberpunky looking. But I'm really trying to use clothes that I have, and these are beautiful. Like these poor, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic dresses have sat waiting to be used. Is almost a crime. And I have 3 of hers. I actually have a dress that's on my Rasendo of Japan Aria elf that I got a long time ago when she had an Etsy shop, and what I don't think was as well known as she is now. And then this is the other dress. This is the one I'm hoping will go on my Pasha Pasha. I love this dress. Like, I was just stoked to get it. Look at this thing. Ugh. I mean, my goodness, look at it. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And it fits so pretty through the waist. But look at this fabric. It goes, oh my gosh, it's just stunning. And then she does all these little details in here. I think I have it weird. No, I don't know. It's a cross with a crown on it. Oh, that's kind of funny. Maybe she should be my witch and not my demon girl. That's a little strange to have that on my demon girl. But look at this, just is stunning. She has so many dresses that she's made that I would love to have. And she's not a terrible price either. I mean, it's, it fits what you're getting. But it's not horrendous. Like, it's not horrendous. And see how the back of this dress is? It is going to look so beautiful. But anyway, that's my thought for her. Like I said, I'm going to try to pay her off sooner. I do have 3 payments also left on my Magic Chimera Dolls. I would have only had 2, but last month my card broke down. And I spent $800 on it. And then that did not fix. It was fixed for 3 days. That didn't fix it. Now it's going to be like another $1,500. So last month I was behind on most of my doll payments. But I should get caught up here. I haven't gotten the Orla from her either. That has to go to Sarq, and I need to send his heads out. I haven't done very little mail stuff. I just haven't had the time. And without having a car, it's so difficult to do anything. And I'm using my sister's car again now, but her car, right after my car broke down, her car broke down. So for a while, I actually walked to work for 2 weeks, which is one of the reasons I got this job, because in case something like this ever happened, I could walk. But, so I need to send the heads out to him, but I haven't heard whether my Orla has shown up at all. I've not heard nothing. I don't know if she's waiting to time them together, which I might, if that's the case, I might pay the extra and have Sarq do the face up on the big doll too. I don't know. I mean, the shipping is going to be expensive. The tariffs are going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. And then my Asella Doll, I didn't make a payment on her either because of the car. But I hope to get caught up. That doll's almost paid off. I think I could pay it off in 2 payments, I think. But I don't know that that doll is even close to being ready. I know she said that she could get the doll for me, but she's had problems with the caster, so she wasn't sure how long it was going to take. And I was like, that's fine, because I'd already paid for part of it at that point anyway. So I would love to get that one, the Asella Doll's SD Raspberry. I'm getting her in that really pretty purple. I was going to get the teal, but then she told me I could go ahead and get the purple, and it's gorgeous. That doll's gorgeous. I can't wait. I'm going to put her in the Biscuit Doll's witch outfit that I got. I think. I can't remember what size I got that witch outfit in. Because I feel like I was thinking that maybe the outfit was MSD. I don't know. We'll see when she gets here what fits. Because if it doesn't fit her, I mean, obviously I have so many MSD dolls that need outfits. I have so many MSD dolls that need bodies. The Fairyland body epidemic is so out of hand. And then what do? I was gonna order that anyway. And I saw this lady had posted that head, the vampire Layla head, for trade. And I was like, hey, would you be interested in this? It's gonna be on the long layaway. And she was like, oh yeah, sure, because I guess she had desperately wanted that default head, and so it worked out. But here I am. I got another body that I was originally like, oh, I'm gonna use it for this, and now it's for a completely new head. I gotta really curb my Fairyland. When this Denver doll layaway is done, I only want to do layaways for in stock bodies because I've got to get bodies. I just got to get bodies. I have 2 BJDivas long layaways left, which those are long. One of them it was a 2-year, and I'm halfway through it. And I'm hoping when I hit like February, all these layaways will be done. I won't have anything else. And I will probably go ahead and get my Amadiz. Chimera Doll said she was going to do another pre-order, because you can get a Chimera Doll whenever you want. But she only does these pre-orders where she paints them once in a while. And she did say she was going to do another one before the end of the year. So I might get that. I don't know if I'll have the money before the end of the year. But my 2 dolls that I want to get this year is my Amadiz and my Chimera. And also Gloom Dolls is going to have another pre-order for her peach body with the peach butt. And then she also has an elf head. So I want one of those. And if Doll's Dreams opens up another order of those, so that's it. So it's like 4 dolls, right? That's pretty good for me. I don't want to get sucked into a bunch of other stuff, which is easy to do. And then I really want to work on face-ups. Like, I've got to get dolls. I keep saying I want to send stuff to Strung with Care. I do. I want to get the dolls restrung, cleaned, faces up done. I need to get wigs. Just so many things. So many things going on. And there's all the other things going on with the new, a new house is always a lot of money. There's things that need to be fixed, and so it's kind of restrained me a little bit, which I'm kind of proud of myself, because I have been restrained for myself. And I would get doll stuff and be just overwhelmed, and now I'm a little bit better about that. I mean, I still have doll stuff from when I was overwhelming myself regularly. I was making more money before. And then my kid was living with me and paying me rent and stuff. So I had more money is really what it boils down to. And, but I've been working really hard, and I can see the light at the end of most of the tunnels. And I'm reasonably certain most of those lights at the end of the tunnels are not vehicles or trains. So we're getting there. Yeah, and so that's really all I've got going on. I guess that's everything I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about a little bit Mattel, of all things. I started off with Barbies. As a kid, I started off with Barbies. And then when I really got into dolls was when I was doing my surrogacies. They don't really want you to work. They want you to stay home. And the internet was new. I remember Taylor was 4 or 5 when I had my first one. And the internet was brand new. And I got into one-of-a-kind Barbies. In fact, I sold a couple of my one-of-a-kind Barbies I wish I had, and I have one left. And a couple of my very favorite ones I sold, and I regret that. But anyway, and I watch a lot. I have been watching Mini Stitchers a lot, who's really to me, a bigger Barbie collector maybe than anything else. And I still actively collect Monster High, but not crazy. Like, there was a couple of dolls I wanted this year, and I just didn't have the money. You know, they're not that expensive. Like, the one I really wanted was $60, and now she's going like $200. I should have just got her at $60, but I just didn't have the money. And I was like, you know, I'm not going to short one of my BJD payments to get another doll. And Monster Highs are kind of like MSDs, like I can resist. The Chinese MSD heads been harder. They've been harder for me to resist. But a lot of that is because they're not very expensive. And I get most of that stuff from Doll, and Doll gives me really good layaway. And they're cheap for shipping, and they ship fast, and they're just wonderful. But Mattel came out with La Llorona for Halloween, and I really wanted that doll. They had the kind of glow in the dark hands with a skeleton on it. Beautiful. They did, Dia de los Muertos style. It's just gorgeous. But Mattel, they're coming out with the K-pop Demon Hunters 3-pack, which is $150. Mattel makes it very difficult to get dolls. And then, and they're expensive. And I think because once you've been into BJDs for a while, like well, for me, obviously not everybody, because like Mini Stitches does all kinds of dolls. To me, the Barbies seem so underwhelming compared to like a ball jointed doll that it's hard for me to spend the money. But they have had a couple of cool ones. Monster High's been just killing it, but it's hard. One of the reasons I sold a lot of my one-of-a-kind Barbies, and I've even sold a lot of my Monster High dolls, is because when push comes to shove and I got to make money, there's typically a Monster High doll I can sell. But anyway, I have thought a little bit about dabbling in Barbie dolls. I don't think that I will, because I can just never bring myself to spend it. And I don't like the ridiculous competition to get a doll. Every time there's a new collector's doll, it's just insanity. And they are re-releasing the Grady twins from Monster High. And I think that's nice. I really appreciate when, I don't want them. It has nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, I think it's nice when they do that, because it shouldn't be so stressful to get a tiny little fashion doll. But there were some people that posted that they kind of thought it took away from the specialness of the doll, and they paid the higher price, and now it's taking away the value of it. And I just don't really agree with that. Like, first of all, doll values fluctuate so much. It doesn't matter what you paid for it 3 years ago. It could be worth a tenth of that by the time you decide to pay. It's not the stock market, I guess it's the same. So maybe it is the stock market. It's not a guarantee. It's not like saying, when I bought the doll, it was $200, and now they're re-releasing it, and it's $50 less, so the value of my dolls has gone down. You have no idea what the value of your dolls are going to be whenever you decide to sell a doll. You really don't. There's just no saying. It just depends on the market, and right now I think the market is horrendous. Like, no one has any money. I had one doll that I did not want to part with, a Monster High doll, that I put it for sale. It's been selling for $300 to $500, and I had very little interest in it. And I think it really is just that people don't have any money, is the bottom line. So the prices of things are either going to fall or they're not going to sell. But anyway, that's just me rambling about other unrelated things. So that's all that. I'm gearing up for the end of the year. I'm going to try to do it early this year. And I might make it. This year, I started putting up my Halloween decorations September 1st. They were up by, I think, the first week of October. Everything. I actually was able to go through my stuff. The day after Halloween, I took my decorations down because it was raining. I said it before, and it's so weird because this house is so much smaller than my last one. But I have more storage, so it's so much easier for me to do things. I do, and I wanted to do it last year, but I didn't, because last year I just unpacked at the end of the year. I am going to go through and clean all my shelves and dust dolls, and it's something that I typically do right before the end of the year, tag, and it's probably the only time I do it. It's killing me. I'm trying to get another couple of cases. It's kind of a bummer because I have 2 cases on my porch that don't fit anywhere in the house. They're too big. So I have to buy 2 other cases that are smaller. The one I'm really pushing my luck with, but I just need the space. And I would really like to have, I really would like to have a case devoted to the MSDs and then have them separated just for space reasons and aesthetic reasons. And, you know, obviously I can get more MSDs in a case than I can SDs. And then like my big huge case in the living room, I want that bottom shelf for my larger SDs, which I think should have their own delineation. To me, it's like standard. So your MSDs, to me, I would say run from 38 centimeters to maybe 48 centimeters, 50 centimeters. And then, but then of course that leaves a gap. So maybe we'll say 35 to 40 to 58. Because to me, well, I guess 50 to 60 centimeters is a traditional SD to me. And then you have the ones that are bigger. And to me, that's 62 centimeters and up. And I have way more of those dolls than I ever thought I was going to have because I have always been put out by that size. I actually almost considered getting a 70 centimeter body for one of my dolls, which I talked myself, well, really the people on BJD Addicts talked me out of it. I asked how people felt about it, and they're like, yeah, it's pretty big. So, I have a lot of bigger dolls that I'm kind of surprised about. It's never been my favorite size. I find them kind of overwhelming. Really, 58 to 60 centimeters is my favorite size by far. And I do like the fashion doll size. And it's an interesting size. I only really have one fashion doll size doll. That's my Melian Dolls Medusa. But I would like to get more. First of all, I would like to get more dolls from her. But I have seen a couple other ones. And it's an interesting size. I do like it. So we'll see. I don't think the Chimera Doll falls into that size. I actually saw one in person at Resin Rose, and it's a much bigger doll than it looks like, I think, from the pictures. So, all right. So, if you guys have got your Gloom Doll, please let me know about the size. I just feel like this one might fit better. I mean, really, I really want this for my Pasha. This one is a lot kind of slimmer, but also I think this one has less. Well, no, because this one was meant to look slimmer on the doll. I don't think you have as much give like this one. I think I could really. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that is all I have today. I hope to see you guys in the next video. It will be next week when I get my body. And I hope you guys are having a great dolly day. And I hope you guys are heading into winter with... You're ready. I don't feel like I'm ready. It's getting cold. We haven't had any snow yet. Not where I live. In the mountains by me, but not where I live. But it is definitely getting pretty cold. So, alright, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.